Hi, I'm Shy, a regular guy giving tutorials a try, and today I'm going to try to show you how to set up a basic stream in OBS Studio. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do, obviously, is download OBS Studio, which the link for will be in the description below. OBS Studio is not the only program that can be used to stream your content to the internet for other viewers to see. However, it is the one I am most versed in. Therefore, that is the one I'm going to teach in. You can look on twitch.com for its list of various softwares that can stream there, or you can simply do YouTube searches for other programs if you so choose. However, OBS is free and has done everything I've needed it to do thus far, so that's why I'm going to continue using it. Once you have OBS Studio downloaded and installed, the first things we're going to need to go over is how are you going to show your game to your stream. Now over here in the bottom left hand corner we have scenes and sources. Scenes are going to be various setups for different games or recordings that you may have set up. So as you see here, I have one set up for KHUX. This is going to be the one that I will be editing for my stream for one of the games that I play. I will have various other ones. I will have a PS4 stream that I have set up. I will have an Overwatch scene that I have set up, amongst other things. Now, as you see in the sources, these are the things that are seen by the viewer while you are on that scene. So the only thing I have right now is display capture, and this is so you can see what I'm doing on screen right now. How do you add these in? Well, if I want to add another scene or another source, I simply, in that corresponding box, hit this plus button and I can add any one of these things that I want. If I hit the plus button on scenes, it's just add another scene. So if I hit the plus button and go to display capture, it will give you the option to select, if you have multiple monitors, which monitor you want it to capture. And obviously I just captured my one monitor to show OBS, so I can show that. I can drag around my YouTube channel that I had pulled up just as a shameless capture and plug, just to show you that anything on this monitor will be captured. So you should keep in mind what you have displayed while you're streaming. One helpful tip that I will cover later is to integrate a screen pause, which is just an image that is on top of everything that you can show and hide with the press of a button. That way, if you have to go through any sensitive information, your viewers will not see. And again, I will cover that in a later video. Now, the thing we have to do after we have this set up, we have our scene and our display capture. Like I said, this is a very basic stream setup. We are going to go to settings, and we're going to tell our streaming software how and where to stream. So first off, we're going to go to stream. You can select streaming services or a custom stream server if you have an RMTP server set up yourself. Most people, however, are going to be using Twitch. So you have Twitch. I'm assuming at this point you have your Twitch profile set up. If not, you may want to get that set up. Now, once you have that, go to twitch.tv/your username /dashboard and click on settings. Once you click on the stream key, you can tell it to show your stream key, okay, and it's going to tell you to never share, which is why I'm going to pull it off screen. It's going to give you your stream key in a little dialog box that you can highlight all of it, copy, and paste. And there you go. You can click the show button in case you want to verify what you have copied and pasted versus what you copied. Now, you shouldn't need to do this unless you pressed an additional couple of buttons or something, in which case, honestly, just delete it all, copy and paste again. Now, myself, I don't stream solely to Twitch. I stream through a restream service called restream.io. Restream.io allows me to stream simultaneously to Twitch, YouTube, Stream.me, and beam.pro, all with one stream key. It makes it a really simple process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this back from streaming server, or back from Twitch, sorry, to restream.io. And obviously the server is not in London while I'm in the United States. The one that Restream has selected for me is US Central, Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to select that accordingly. I'm going to copy my stream key, and I'm going to paste it here. and I'm gonna hit apply, and now it will stream through Restream and not Twitch alone. Now how I found the server was right here, it tells me right there, and again, if I had the RTMP server, I could just do that there. However, this suits my needs just fine. Now, why would your stream suddenly be chugging along? There are several factors in that, and most of it comes with your processor, what kind of tasks you're doing while you're streaming, and so on. So we'll come to output, we'll make sure we're on the streaming tab, and if it doesn't look exactly like this, it's because your output mode is on simple instead of advanced. You'll have to click that drop down menu and switch it over. I did this beforehand because since I'm recording with OBS right now, it won't let me change certain options while I'm recording or streaming. That way it doesn't mess anything up. Bitrate. For most 720p streams, you are going to want a 2100 to a 2500 bitrate. I'll let you do your own research so you can be more informed as to why you want these bitrates and what bitrate does in effect to your stream. CPU preset. Now this one, it says higher equals less CPU, which means it's putting more of the task onto your graphics card, which if you have a powerful graphics card and a really bad CPU, this can really help you out. However, it may put more tax on your viewers who may also have to have a high-end graphics card to view it, depending, or at least a high bandwidth internet connection. So usually I don't touch those. I just leave those alone. Next, we're going to come down to video, and this is where you're going to set your base canvas. Base canvas, if you have a 1920 by 1080p display, should be 1920 by 1080. Now the output, the scaled resolution, this is where you change what your viewers see and what resolution. Now, for most people, you are going to be streaming at 1280 by 720, I believe it is. If that's not the correct number, don't type it in. There's a drop-down menu, as you can see by this little arrow here, so you can select 720p. 720 will be the second number, just like 1080. Most people will be selecting 720p because for streaming purposes, you really don't need 1080, and depending on the tasks you're doing while you're streaming, if it's coming from the same system, you are going to be stressing your computer so hard. So if you have a system that can handle that, good on you, I envy you. But in most cases, if you drop it down to 720p and you can handle a 60 frames per second output, that's going to look much better than having a 1080p at 30 frames per second or lower. So there's my suggestion right there. Now if we go down here to advanced, there's one other thing I want to cover in this part, and it's this process priority. This is the priority you give this program to your CPU. By default, it will be set to normal, which means your processor will see OBS just as any other program, and it's not going to do anything special for it. However, if your CPU is struggling a little bit while you're streaming, maybe it's handling a couple of background processes at the same level it's handling OBS. So we can change that to above normal or high. I usually set it to above normal so whatever other tasks I'm doing can make sure they're going as well. We want to make sure that our program that we're streaming and our streaming program itself are both running efficiently so our viewers get the smoothest experience possible. So I set it to above normal, and I know my CPU can handle that. We're going to hit apply and make sure it keeps that. So if you see your stream dropping frames, which it would say right down here by the live button, sorry for pulling that up, but right down here by the live button it would say dropped frames, X number out of X number equals X%. If you see those dropped frames, try changing your CPU priority. This can also be done in the task manager by pressing Ctrl-Alt-Delete, selecting task manager, finding your process, and going to details for that and set the process priority. But this is generally the easiest way to get to it for most people. So with all that, you should be ready to start a basic stream. Now there will be other things I will cover in a later video. I will try to make it look a little more fancy for you guys by adding in overlays, notifications, and whatever else I think of along the way. That way you have the most professional looking stream possible. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below and I will be sure to answer them as soon as possible. But anyways, if you like this video, please mash on that like button. If you didn't like it, well, there's a dislike button there too, I guess. If you'd like to, you can leave a comment down below telling me what you would like to see so I can create better content for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching if you did. Until next time, I hope you have a good day. Bye.